În fața noastră există un musafir venit din Elvetia cu o poveste fascinantă. El este un îndrăgostit al țării noastre, al României. Este Daniel, pe care îl prezint în această postură foarte modestă. El se recomandă ca un adept al ecoturismului, dar de fapt este construit din acel material din care sunt făcuți exploratorii, descoperitorii, cei care au curajul să înfrunte lumea. Hello Daniel, welcome to Romania. What do you think about our country, the visit, but also is very interesting your background with Romania, the links and your story about how you meet first Romania. Tell us, please.
Okay, so first of all, good evening, everyone. As you say, my name is Daniel Tim San Nam Frattini. I was born in South Korea and grew up in Switzerland. And your question about Romania, first of all, it's been exactly 2 months that I came from Bruxelles-Charleroi to Cluj-Napoca. And from there, I started to travel all around Romania because I have a great interest of your country. First of all, I read a lot of information on internet, of course. I googled and found a very interesting documentary series made by Charlie Otley, and where all Romanian different parts were features, and that really increased my interest to come to Romania. But before that, when I was a kid, I lived in Geneva, and of course Switzerland is the country that your king, Michael of Romania, found asylum. And you know, I never met the royal family personally, but I have friends from the Romanian descendant, such as my good friend George Alexandre Sturza from Baring's brothers, and he lived in Geneva, and we were good friends. So from that, I have a bit of interest from Romania ever since I know about your country when I was younger. And also the Association of Village Roumain, where you know, after the earthquake, I forgot the year of the earthquake, but some of the people in my municipality were involved in that, and I thought that it was actually a very good charity and a gesture of humanity between nations like Switzerland and Romania.
Daniel is a friend of royalty. Yes, indeed. He knows about the place where Prince Charles is living now, or is living now. He told me that he loved the place of Brașov and the mountains, beautiful mountains like Switzerland is something common. But the great passion and hobby of Daniel is to discover worlds, to travel and to sail. And I think that he wants to know the real freedom above the waves.
Yeah, that's true.
What is the feeling and the purpose of your hobby, which is a little dangerous? I think I saw in TV, and I think that it's not very easy to be under the storm or in Atlantic.
Okay. Well, maybe it's important to tell your viewers that I have spent 22 years in China, the last 22 years. And because of COVID, I left China just one day before the Chinese New Year, because at that time Wuhan and the whole China started to be a big issue that the border were going to close. So I decided that I went to Thailand to see the situation. The situation didn't improve, so I went back to Switzerland where my parents are, and I knew by the end of March, if I was not going back to China, I would be stranded in Europe. But after 22 years of China, where indeed my business was windsurfing, kite surfing, paddle surf, and I think the reason why you saw those videos was that I started to join some TV show. I mean, we did TF1 from France came to make a story that you saw, and this is a bit of my life in the past before COVID. So yes, I have a deep passion for water sports, but also for snowboard, for skiing, all outdoor sports. And as you saw in the video, I am a pioneer in the eco-tourism in China. And this is actually for the same reason that I love Romania so much, because from what I have seen in terms of biodiversity, flora, and all the wildlife, this is a unique place, and I wish to be part of that movement in order to protect and to make sure that those beautiful jewels of Romania will be kept for the next generation to come. So that explains a bit also why I'm here.
A place where you can meet a lot of things and places disappeared in all world. Do you know about the Danube Delta? Also is something very unique.
Yes, of course. I understand that the Danube Delta has the largest diversity in terms of birds, and also has species of fishes that we can only find in the Danube Delta. The sediments of the Danube Delta are also, rare, and definitely we should protect it. And somehow, if we have, the chance to do some kind of filming and documentaries with the Chinese media, that would be something really interesting.
Daniel mi-a povestit înainte să începem acest video o întreagă epopee care este fascinantă și amețitoare în același timp. You have, I told them, you have a story, a saga, a real saga, dazing and fascinating same time, where a lot of data from history, from geography.
Thank you. I mean,
you are a real hero of tell me, do you want to settle here in Romania?
Yes, the big part of why I'm here now, and I've been, as I say, touring from Transylvania. I had the chance to climb the Negoiu Peak with some friends out of Sibiu, and of course I spent some time in Bucharest, and went to Tulcea, and now I'm in Galati, very much. And then after I would be heading to Iași, and then the other side of Satu Mare, or actually I don't know exactly where I'm going to go, because I need to also avoid the COVID and all these dramatic issues of traveling. But never mind. I will definitely plan to find a place for farmland, and cultivate some vegetable, and enjoy the life here. Basically, what I would like to say is that China has been, an important chapter that I spent 2 decades there, and I really feel that my next chapter in life would be settling down in Romania. For the good reason that Romania is amazing. We talk about the flora, but I also feel that in terms of cultural heritage, as I came from China, that has a so-called 5,000 years of history. I really see that the history and the cultural, I would say, thanks to the religion, the Orthodox, and all the history of Romania, we have actually kept a very strong identity to be Romanians, and I really enjoy that as a foreigner who's been traveling in about 48 countries so far. I lost count. and I really believe that Romania has a very good future, and I want to be part of it.
We have a new friend in Romania.
Definitely.
Daniel knows more than normal college boy or girl about the geography of Romania. It's impressive.
Oh, I wouldn't say that. I think it's no, you know. I think that it's not about being impressed or trying to impress, but it's very much about. I think it's a normal thing when you have passion and you have love for something that you want to do the best. Then you start to be knowledgeable about it.
Yeah, the key word is passion. Yeah.
Exactly, passion, positive attitude, and humility. Because I think that one thing I would like to say, coming from the Western Europe. We had, through the media, but also and through the lack of knowledge of the country, I'm talking about Romania, of course, that we actually have not such a positive view of Romania. And for me, it was really a big eye-opener to come here and to see that, I'm talking about Transylvania, people are waiting the red light to turn green to cross the streets. And this is something that we don't see in Western Europe anymore, And there's a lot of civilism that I really enjoy here. People are polite. People actually speak English in most of the places.
And French.
So it means that they're open to the foreigners. And I must say that I have been here for 2 months, and I had no negative experiences, maybe except with some taxi drivers in Bucharest, but I guess this is same for any Romanian people who hop on a taxi.
All over the world, I think it's difficult with
No, but I must say the taxi driver that took me in Cluj-Napoca at 1 o'clock in the morning, sending me to the wrong hostel because